Friends, what's up? What's up? It's your girl Savvy, back with you for another edition of Savvy's Second Act for June. And today is a twofer, which means I'm going to do 2 product reviews, non-sponsored of course, because that's how I roll. And one is for women in perimenopause or menopause, like I am. And the other is a product that so many people can benefit by and are probably using the liquid version of this, which is quite popular. And just want to talk about that product a little bit. So if you haven't already subscribed to my channel and you are so inclined, hit that subscribe button and the bell next to it for alerts on future videos. Give me a thumbs up, comment below. All is truly appreciated, and I thank you in advance. So without further ado, let's get started. Let's start with the one that everybody can use, okay? And don't forget to hold on till the end for my Hollywood hot tip, which is it's a Hollywood hot tip that kind of sometimes people forget about in this day and age, but it's really good for everybody. So stay tuned for that. So the very first product that I'm going to review today is, well, I'm just going to get to it. It's Braggs Apple Cider Vinegar Capsules. Now, of course, a lot of people use the apple cider vinegar, the raw apple cider vinegar with the mother vinegar and all that. It can be so good to support your immune system, pH balance the body. It can be good to help maintain a healthy weight. It can be good for, oh gosh, so many things. I can't even name them all, really. My dad has actually been an apple cider vinegar and water advocate since the 60s. And my dad is a much older man. He's 90 years old now, and he is very strong, very, very with it. He's an ox, and he will tell you himself that he believes that part of that he's, you know, an elderly gentleman and so with it and so healthy and so vibrant is because of his daily apple cider vinegar and water usage. It also, they say, supports, you know, healthy glucose levels in the blood, healthy cholesterol levels, all that. So there's a lot of properties to apple cider vinegar, the acetic acid in it and so forth, with the mother vinegar, which I believe the mother vinegar is what they're referring to, like the brown, the sediment. I think people would call that sediment, the brown stuff. That's like the good stuff. It's the mother vinegar. So here's the deal. I do drink apple cider vinegar and water every now and again, and sometimes I find it refreshing. Sometimes I don't. I find it really, like, you know, very sour. Sometimes, I mean, I'm really trying to drink more water and all that, stay hydrated. But sometimes I just kind of forget to do the apple cider vinegar and water thing. And just, quite frankly, sometimes I just don't like it. And I can't do shots of it straight like, you know, they do on the Dr. Oz show, or they were doing back in the day. I cannot do that. Yikes, no can do. Sometimes I will take some apple cider vinegar, put it on my salad. I eat a salad every day. Or I'll get like the Braggs brand dressing and marinade, and I'll put an extra dose of apple cider vinegar on it to get my ACV on. But, you know, we don't always do what we intend to do, right? You know, sometimes time gets away from us, or we just, you know, whatever. So that was why I invested in these, the Braggs Apple Cider Vinegar Capsules. Now, it's from the Braggs company. This company's been around since 1912, so over 100 years. They are the godfathers of ACV. And these capsules are made with Braggs ACV, no artificial colors or flavors, no sugar added, vegan, non-GMO, gluten-free. It is just the apple cider vinegar in here with the acetic acid, 750 milligrams of acetic acid. It's got a little bit of zinc, a little bit of vitamin D3, and a little bit of sodium in here. And then, of course, the capsule, which is the veggie cap with a little bit of organic pea starch, silica, a little bit of water. That's really all it is. And you're supposed to take 3 of these a day. When you open it, it does smell very vinegary. But here is the good news. There they are. And they're real soft, so they're easy to swallow. Here's the good news. When you ingest these, it doesn't make, you know, it doesn't give you that sour taste. They don't leave a bad taste in your mouth or sour taste in your mouth. And they're easy, cheesy, peasy to take. And yes, I actually think that they work. And it's just a convenient way to take your apple cider vinegar when you have forgotten, or when you don't want to do the liquid in water or a shot, or, you know, you didn't put it on your salad dressing that day. I think it's just a super grooving way to take your ACV. Now, I know there are people that like the apple cider vinegar gummies. I am not against that, other than for me, I don't want excess sugar, and I don't like sugar substitutes too much. I just don't do well with those. So for these being in a capsule, if you're a person that can take, because I get it, some people can't take capsules. That's why they do liquids. That's why they do gummies. I don't love taking capsules, but I gotta say, these are just really easy to take, and I do love the convenience of it, and they work. And if you're one of those people to keep like a, weight management, like keep your weight down and help to suppress appetite. Now, I have never noticed, for me, especially in menopause, where I have a bigger appetite and I've gained a little weight, since entering menopause. I do not notice that apple cider vinegar and water has ever suppressed my appetite, even if I drink it before a meal. But I know people who say that it does for them. So, hopefully it'll work for that for you. What I would recommend is that if you were to do the liquid in a glass of water, you would drink the whole glass of water before a meal. So make sure you do that with these two. Take the 3 capsules with a full glass of water, and hopefully for you, the capsules will have that same benefit. Again, for me, it doesn't have that benefit, but it does help me just maintain a healthier system, I think, overall. So very happy with these. I would only say if there is a downside to these, it would be the price, because, regular apple cider vinegar in a bottle is about $5, $6, give or take, right? These were about $15. So, if price is an issue, then you may be better off just sticking with something like this. But, $15, $16, you get a month's supply, I don't really think that's too much of a downside. If it was $30, I'd say, oh, skip it. But $15, $16, and you might be able to, I got these on Amazon, you might be able to get them at some other, online retailer or even a brick and mortar store. You may find these for less than that. So I'm just going to pass on the brand. I'll link everything below. Braggs apple cider vinegar with the acetic acid capsules. All right. Excellent. So one last thing I do want to say about this is every once in a while when I run out of my usual 4 night sweats, because I'm in menopause, again, I don't want to keep repeating myself on that, but it has to do with my next product review. If I run out of my maca powder, which is usually what I use, I will substitute apple cider vinegar and water quickly before I go to bed to help eradicate those night sweats, and it does work. I was doing that for a while, and then I just reached a plateau, and that was when I talked to my doctor, and my doctor kind of put together a whole regimen for me with maca powder, which is a root, and not to be confused with matcha, which is from green tea. This is from Simply Super organic maca powder, and I do a whole kind of a smoothie health drink with this, with some other ingredients to help with my symptoms of menopause, to help relieve some of the not so pleasant symptoms of menopause. Which brings me to my next product review. So anybody who's been to my channel before, I've done reviews on other menopausal products, including the Happy Hormone and, just a plethora of them. One, in fact, very recently, if you go back, the Inno Support one, which was supposed to help a little bit with menopause. By and large, the menopausal support or menopausal relief products that I have used, aside from the smoothie, the health tonic that my doctor helped me put together, when I'm talking about like the capsules and things, none of them have really worked that well. And again, you can go back through my reviews. My reviews are non-sponsored. I'm giving you the real. Now, I understand, guys, that what works for me may not work for some of you or all of you even. What doesn't work for me may work really well for all of you or many of you. I'm just here to give you my experience. My hope is always that, first of all, talk to your doctor. I'm not a doctor or a scientist. I'm just a woman in late middle age trying to age as vibrantly, pro-age, get older as vibrantly as possible. Also, of course, do your own research. I do that no matter who I listen to on YouTube or social media. I always do my own research first, but then a lot of times your research includes being your own guinea pig and trying some of these products to see if they're a good match for you. Just because they're not a good match for you doesn't necessarily mean they're a bad product. It's just not the right product for you, you know? So without dragging this out any further, I am talking about Cella Beauty. Cella Beauty. It's called Inner Glow Menopause Relief. And I thought their slogan was really cute. It says, like, menopause never happened. Right. Anyway, I saw them on social media, and there were a couple of things that they said in their ad that kind of spoke to me and that I liked. One thing that I thought that their social media ads were not super hard-hitting, making grandiose claims. I would say the most grandiose claim they made that I pretty much just ignored because of my experience with past products was the weight loss one. But some of the other claims they made about, can get rid of night sweats, hot flashes, can help to balance out mood, can help increase energy, can help, there's a couple other things. Bloat, can help relieve bloating, things like that. They were kind of a soft sell about it. That kind of intrigued me. It's about $40 a bottle. I didn't like the Soothe Your Symptoms, Slim Your Waist. That was one ad that I saw. I didn't particularly care for that. But, again, I know now not to expect that from a product for me. Again, it may work for other people for that, other women. But for me, it said the one that really spoke to me was helps improve sleep, mood, energy levels, can put an end to hot flashes and night sweats, helps with body, guts, and hormone, helps with energy level. By the way, it's natural ingredients, vegan, cruelty-free, and BHA-free. It's $40 a bottle or so. Of course, you can save money if you buy 3 or 6 or, do a bulk buy. I really found their website extremely easy to navigate. Love that. And I had a couple of questions that they weren't covering in their ad that I reached out to their customer service, and whoa, they got back to me so fast. Very impressive, and answered my question thoroughly. I just feel like, aside from the weight loss thing, they don't seem to be like trying to hide anything, and I love that. I respect that. So here's what's in it, and then I'll tell you my experience, okay? And I've been using it, by the way, for almost a month, over a month, about a month and a half. So I said almost over a month. Okay, almost over a month and a half. I'm sorry. I meant to say that more succinctly. So it's 2 delayed release capsules today. I can't talk all of a sudden. 2 delayed release capsules per day with water. It doesn't say you have to have them with a meal. The delayed release capsule is the gut thing. It's because there's probiotic in here, and you want that delayed release capsule so it doesn't just die off in your stomach with your stomach acid and then not make it through to your gut, and that doesn't help you. So it has this symbiotic blend. They don't tell you really how much other than 25 billion CFUs, which is a colony forming unit. It's like a proprietary blend, so they're not giving you exact amounts of these things, but it's the Bacillus coagulans, Bifidobacterium, lactis, and Lactobacillus casei with the prebiotic fructoliosaccharide, which is an FOS, if you see the FOS. And prebiotic, the FOS, it just feeds the probiotic, okay? It's like food for the probiotic. Now, the other ingredients, which are so helpful, is moringa leaf extract, red clover extract, which many of us have heard, many women have heard that's good for menopause symptoms. Black cohosh, another one that we've heard for years, is supposed to help with menopausal, symptoms. Turmeric root extract, which I love because it has, supposedly it supports, it's an inflammation in the body. It supports less inflammation in the body. It's an anti-inflammatory, or, can't really say that because it's a supplement, not a medicine, but I know what curcuminoid is. And this is a 95% curcuminoid from the turmeric root extract, which I like. And then something called daidzein isoflavin, which I'm sorry, guys, I do not know what that is. But then it has the things that put the capsule together, the microcrystalline cellulose and the silica, vegetarian silica, and stearate. So Those are all things. It is 2 a day. Let me show you what they look like. So just so you see, again, we've got a capsule going here, and you want to keep these in the capsule. You don't want to empty them on food or anything because they're in a delayed release capsule, and that's important. Now, one thing that this did not include is maca, which I take, you know, anyway. And I don't need extra maca in this. It doesn't have any B12, which I take for my menopause. And no magnesium, which I take magnesium anyway. So there were a few things it does not have that I take separately anyhow. And all I can tell you is the first few weeks I used this, I didn't think it was working. And then just when I thought it wasn't working and I was getting ready to send it back, and I have a really nice long return for refund guarantee policy, nice and long, to give people a chance to use this stuff and see if it's right for them. Just when I was about to contact customer service and tell them, you know, I'm sorry guys, this just didn't work for me, I want my money back, it hit me that I wasn't getting, and it's hot here in California right now. It is June. This is summer. It's been like, we've been averaging like, you know, 90-degree days. I noticed that my hot flashes during the day were pretty much gone. And that was amazing. Now, I don't get hot flashes at night that much anymore, and I sleep pretty good. But I think this has additionally helped me with that. And with mood, I'm not really a moody person. If I'm in a bad mood, there's a reason. It means shit got real, or somebody hurt my feelings, or somebody pissed me off or something. But aside from that, I'm a pretty happy-go-lucky gal. I love to smile. I love to laugh. I like being a positive person. I work hard sometimes at being a positive person. But I'm not super moody. So I'm sorry, ladies, that I cannot expand on whether it works to help my mood. But it did help my bloat. The probiotic in here is great, and it really has helped my bloat and my gut quite a bit. And as far as weight loss, no, but I've only used it a month and a half, so I know, you know, I've got to give it at least another 2 weeks to see if it helps with that. Here's the bottom line, guys. I'm actually really happy with this product. I really think this product is a good product, and I like how I feel on it. I do see some relief from some of those crummy symptoms that we get in menopause. I don't get all of them, thank God, but I really do think this is helping me, and I'm going to continue taking it. I'm glad that I found this because I really was starting to just like give up and just stick with my daily you know, tonic that I've been taking, which, by the way, it is the maca powder, but it's got some other things. It's a little bit laborious to make, so sometimes if I miss doing that, like if I don't have time to do that, again, like with the Braggs apple cider vinegar, it's nice to be able to pop a couple capsules and know that that's going to take care of it in part. So those are my 2 unsponsored, non-sponsored reviews of these products. I'll list everything below for you guys if you want to try it for yourselves, either or both of them. My Hollywood hot tip is something that's thousands of years old. Cleopatra used to use this stuff. But this Hollywood hot tip really is from Marilyn Monroe, who used to use the Erno Laszlo. He was a big skincare, had a product line for the Hollywood stars back in the day. And she used, Marilyn Monroe, the beautiful Marilyn Monroe, used Erno Laszlo clay mask on her skin. And she did have beautiful skin. I mean, she was just a beautiful woman, period. But she had beautiful skin. So the reason I came upon clay mask is because I got stung by a bee on my baby toe. And the stinger was kind of hanging out. And I, you know, pulled it out with the tweezers. But I wanted to make sure that I got all of it out. And I went and grabbed some of my Shea Moisture African Black Soap Clarifying Mud Mask with tamarind extract and tea tree oil. And I'll be dipped, it got the stinger out. And I thought, well, I have this on my foot right now. I might as well do a cleansing face and neck mask. I haven't done that in ages. And, you know, we got summer going. I want to cleanse my pores. So I put this on, let it sit for 20 minutes, rinsed it off. And I was just so thrilled with the way my skin felt so clean and just smooth. And, you know, sometimes we have so many newfangled things you know, in the beauty industry now that sometimes we forget about these old tried and true things like mud. So this one's by Shea Moisture. Again, I'll list it below, but there's lots of companies that make pure mud masks. I encourage all of you to try it. I don't want to encourage you to try it on, you know, a bite because, or a sting, because I'm not wishing that anybody gets stung by anything this summer. But a nice, you know, on your face, a little bit on your neck, it just feels so good, and it just makes your skin just soft and clean. That is my video today. Hey, by the way, thank you everyone for watching my video. I really appreciate you guys stopping by my channel and giving me your time. And I hope everybody's just having a wonderful beginning of summer. And until next month, ciao, ciao. Your girl Savvy, peace and out.